I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear. All right, let's get going. Follow me.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way. Huh?
The nightlife here is so vibrant.
Sorry, who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? Any aches or pains? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very much, thank you. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Why do they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Go! Go! Go!
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? I'm not in need of your services. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. And
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was...
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Mung. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the big G that Mung is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G, but having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, people.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doc. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng funeral...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind. Paimon wouldn't know how to explain subtlety in a way you'd understand.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng. Toodaloo. Huh? Go! Mung, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. I've already searched in all the likely places.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel... I can't help but wonder... Did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but how would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend become...
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find... But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces...
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them.
Wuwang Hill, childhood friends?
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares. I think that it's a curse.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the... And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh, and the symptoms I'm having are just like those described...
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was a...
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no...
Isn't that exactly what you...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right?
All right. Don't panic. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable... Come with me, my trusty assistants.
I guess I'll come...
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back.
Okay, I guess.
Right. What?
Rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to... Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, and the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying them.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying... You're onto something.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve this. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary...
Makes sense. But why would...
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole... That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased.
Paimon didn't see that.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but we've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between... To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient... Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith... Oh, you're finally here! We just finished... Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you, but don't worry. The traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be...
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive? Or... All right. Huh?
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
No, my sword!
Steady as stone.
Phew!
I'm counting on you!
I'm going in!
Leave it all to me.
Huh? Time to go! are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help.
Great. And with you've been pranked.
What?
This exorcism device, people like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse...
The curse wasn't. Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but...
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it...
Wow.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses... Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big...
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
This is Big G?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like...
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon...
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do. Sil...
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place.
This explanation sounds...
Actually, she pretty much
Huh?
Don't ever question...
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to... I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to... A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor.
It must have been poor Lo Chung that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence.
I was...
Oh, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were...
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself.
So, all of this was just because you... Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it...
I can't. It's too high for me. I'd get scared.
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he... You haven't...
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living. And with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional
But he just said he wanted to visit his friend.
Well, Meng and I will escort
They're all friends.
Let's...
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious, so be careful what you say when you collect...
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon. Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even now. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, but he must have had his reasons. He's on. Did he tell you?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick, just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spice. I can make it for you. I'm sure.
Deal. Just get.
Julian chilies are a common size. Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Julian chili chicken when everyone's ready.
Great. See,
It didn't take long, but so.
How did you know?
Everyone hears the name Moo here. Today.
Wow.
So. I see. I've got an air.
Go! Go!
You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past events. We've been at it for years.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster.
They've just been telling. I make art a few days. I've already
Seems like you are.
Huh? Toodaloo. Wanna come over for tea? With the wind. With the wind. Go! Huh? Huh?
Hi!
I think the Plostrites.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else.
As I gaze out upon the sea.
These look like what songs we were talking about. Let's head back.
Phew! Huh? Huh?
Okay. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, no matter what the days may bring.
As for the matter of big...
But if you and that the things we once spoke of.
Thank you. Big G is we got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Huh? Phew! Go! Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, the one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with. Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility, and I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the board. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up. So listen to everything I say.
Paimon's scared, but like Hu Tao
close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire.
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Silly girl. Huh? Phew. Phew.
Let's light it up!
I must leave no...
Ha! Sa! Ja! Ja! Ha! Ra!
Everybody stand back!
See? Time to go! Yeah! Yeah! Sa! Ra! Ja!
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... how do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Yeah! Huh? Yeah!
Let me weave you a verse.
See? By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. See? Huh?
Teamwork is dreamwork!
See? Time to go! See?
Steady as stone.
Cross over! Phew. Huh? Phew. Phew.
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Huh? Huh? Phew. See? Go! Huh? Yeah. Go. Huh? Go. Go.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Go. Is it my time?
What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Adventure time! Off we go! Off we go! Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time! Adventure time! Adventure time!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
Off we go!
We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So, that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep.
What?
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and
Are you seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you? My name is. Everyone said I can keep. It's all the same.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns are—
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. As long as yell it, isn't that kind of—
As soon as the first person yells, and everyone else just joins in.
That's right.
Alright, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never— If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want and be happy.
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a—
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
As for me—
Yeah, that way we don't need—